just work tutoring.
Hello everyone, Joanna here for day 12 of 20 days to plan. It is 1 week until we launch the academic planner and I am so excited. The designs have been finalised and they are ready to print and ready to be sent out to you. On today's video, we are going to be chatting about how to write a personal statement. Now, this is a very commonly asked question and I've broken it down simply to present to you in this video and hopefully support you. So the first thing I want to talk about is a couple of need to knows. So the word count for your personal statement is 450 words and 4,000 characters. Also, the same personal statement is sent to every single university that you apply for. So it's super important that it's quite vague and it's quite open to all of those universities. Another need to know that I would suggest is starting to write it early. The more time you give yourself for this, the better, and I suggest a really good time to start putting ideas together and racking your brains is in the summer between year 12 and year 13. If that's you right now and you've not started it, or you've started thinking about a few ideas but not got them down on paper yet, please do so. Okay, so the structure of the personal statement, I would suggest that the structure looks like this. Have an introduction, grip the reader. It's a bit similar to writing a bit of a story, and the focus here is showing your passion for the subject that you're applying to. I would then say 2 paragraphs or 1 large paragraph around academia, around your experiences, the things you've done that help you and aid you in applying for that course. And then I would have a paragraph at the end, slightly smaller than the academia section, about other things that you've done, work experience, hobbies, things like that. But again, link that back to going to university and why that is going to be beneficial for applying to your course. A conclusion at the end, it can only be a sentence or a couple of sentences. You don't have loads and loads of words to play with here, but it's nice to have a concluding remark that links it all together. So in order to make this as simple as possible, and if people would like a further breakdown or if people would like support with this, then feel free to pop me a message. But I wanted to make this video as simple as possible and I've split it into do's and avoids. So things that you should do in your personal statement and things that you should avoid doing. So do's, sell yourself. This is your chance to show the person that's reading the personal statement how brilliant you really are. Sell yourself. They're not going to think you're a show-off or why they're saying that. It's a great opportunity to just show how good you are. Show the admissions tutor how passionate you are about your subject. This has to be the underlying theme of the entire personal statement. It needs to be passion and wanting and willing to study what you're applying for, and if that doesn't come across, it is so obvious. You can tell if you're just applying for the sake of it or you don't really know what subject you want to do. That does come across when reading that personal statement. So read over it a couple of times and say, look, am I really showing how great I am and how passionate I am about this course? Include relevant work experience, books you've read, academic information, talks you've gone to, things like that. Include anything academia-wise that might benefit you in applying for your course. They love to hear it. If you've done things that other people might not have done, put it down, yeah? There's no limit to what you can put in your personal statement, but make sure that everything you're putting in there is adding value and is showing that you've gained some experience, some expertise, or some knowledge through what you're doing. Do also include information about life. We've said hobbies, work, things like that. Do have a bit of character in there. I wouldn't make that the sole focus of your personal statement. I'd maybe keep it brief, but it's nice to see that there's a real person behind this academia and what you're applying to do. It's nice to see some of the things that you like to do outside academia and things like that. So do include a bit of your personality in that personal statement too. So those are my do's. Sell yourself, show how passionate you are, and include relevant experience, both academia and life. Things that I would avoid. Now, a massive no-no with personal statements is plagiarism. These get checked, and if you've copied someone else's personal statement or if you've gone online and used a template, it will get flagged up as being plagiarism. So you need to make it your own, and you need to go by your structure, or go by what you want to say, or go by what you want to put in it. I would avoid cliches. The reason I want to study this course is because blah 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 blah. I have always had a passion for XYZ. Things that everyone says, try and think outside the box, and I promise it will make your personal statement stand out. This might seem like a silly one, but avoid saying anything that's not true. The last thing you'd want is to go to an interview and get asked about a book that you'd said you'd read and you actually hadn't. Please be honest in your personal statement. It's only going to catch you out in the long run if you're not. Also, avoid going into too much information outside the subject. I know if you've done something that's not quite directly related to your subject that is good to talk about and you sort of go off on a tangent. If it's not in line with what you're applying for, then don't go too much away from that. Really be specific with what you're talking about and say why what you've done is brilliant for that course. Also, avoid talking about a specific university. Remember, the same personal statement is sent to all 5 universities. So if you're saying in your personal statement, I really want to go to Cambridge, then Manchester, Durham, Warwick and whoever might also receive that, and they'd be a bit like, well, you don't want to come here, so we're not going to accept you. Yeah, and the last one, is always great to work together on personal statements, but please do not copy each other. Like I've said previously, plagiarism is a big thing. So make it your own work, be super proud of it. And I'm telling you, the personal statement is something that you will look back on and be really proud of what you've written. And you will start, and the thing that you end up with, you can't even believe in comparison to what you started with. So keep working at it, keep revising it. Start today and bullet point 10 things that you would like to see or you would like to put in your personal statement, and work from there. Put it into paragraphs and start tweaking it. It's going to be way over to begin with, but we can chop it down and tweak it. Those are the do's and those are the avoids. I hope this has cleared up a few questions on personal statements. Like I said, drop me a message if you'd like some closer support. That is something that I offer, help with personal statements. It's Saturday, have a brilliant time, and check in tomorrow for a video where we're going to be talking about the differences between GCSEs and A-levels and how to cope with those differences. Remember, it's 1 week till the planner drops. Keep posted on that because I may drop a few cheeky pre-orders in there again. Keep smashing it, and remember, anything is possible if you just work. See you later.